back and away. And we're underway for take number 2 on tonight's Colin North Memorial Final for the Formula 1 stock cars. The bumper in into turn number 1 from Brooke Kitson on 5.23. As Freddie Rogers and Chase Call fired away. Thomas Rogers in the wall. And a lot more bumper going in. Lewis Hunter up and in the wall. Kyle Gray tangled up. Eddie Collins in there as well. So it's chaos early doors in tonight's final. And Lewis Hunter trying to get off Eddie Collins there on turn number 2. So as we get underway, it's Brooke Kitson that leads the field off from Freddie Rogers and Jason Cole. More cars piling in down there. Jansen Wilkinson stuck on Thomas Andrew. Frankie Wayman Jr. fired away, courtesy of Finn Sargent. So it's a big pile up down there on the seaside turn as Brooke Kitson away. Freddie Rogers there for second. And Van piled in more. And looks like Richard Burt tangled up along with Josh Spires in 4.52. So Brooke Kitson still our leader, and we're going wave yellows. Please, Mr. Starter, we're going wave yellows on at the raceway. So the concern called there, well, plenty of stranded cars around the raceway, certainly. So we're all set to go on the restart of tonight's Colin North Memorial Final for the Formula 1 stock cars, and I think I know where everyone's eyes are going to be on this one. We're back on the way once again with tonight's Colin North Memorial Final. The bumpers go piling in as Brooke Kitson drops way down the order. So, who's going to come out with the race lead here? It looks like it's going to be Jack Ryan in 5.95 that's going to inherit the lead here. Freddie Rogers in with the bumper as Ryan fired in. They all go piling in, and who's going to come out with the lead? It's going to be Callum Thornton in 3.68 to inherit the race lead this time around. Catherine Harris in number 8 drops back to third as Lee Fairhurst through into second in 2.17. Frankie Wayman Jr. in trouble 5 goes next in the order as they come out of turn 4. Tom Harris in number 1 through into 4th already. 2.12 Danny Wayman. Next after that is Finn Sargent in 5.26 next. And we lose Charlie Sorder to the centre in at number 5. So it's Thornton that leads. Fairhurst second. Catherine Harris third. Frankie Wayman Jr. through and into 4th, and here comes Tom Harris through into 3rd. Danny Wayman making the way forward as well. Harris sneaks through, then it's Wayman in trouble 5. Finn Sargent in 5.26 next, then it's Tom Holcroft, Matt Newson next from Carl Hawkins and Josh Spires. Richard Burt goes next, then it's Jansen Wilkinson and Brooke Kitson from our Heat 1 winner Carl Gray in at 1.24. As the leaders off turn number 4, the top 3 starting to get away from the rest of the field. Danny Wayman runs 4th, Frankie Wayman Jr. is 5th. Catherine Harris next, then it's Finn Sargent as the bumper goes in into turn number 1. Tom Holcroft next after that, then it's Matt Newson in 16. So I'll be halfway next time, please, Mr. Starter. Halfway next time. Your race leader is still 3.68 Callum Thornton from Lee Fairhurst and Tom Harris. 4th is still Danny Wayman in 2.12 for Frankie Wayman Jr. in trouble 5. Catherine Harris next, then it's Finn Sargent. Tom Holcroft in 96. Matt Newson in with the bumper. They're going into turn number 1, trying to make a way past Holcroft, and he does it successfully that time. Josh Spires goes next, then it's Carl Hawkins in 1.75. Richard Burt next, then it's Carl Gray in 1.24. Brooke Kitson, Jack Ryan, Jansen Wilkinson next after that. But the top 3 remain as they were. Frankie Wayman Jr. now up into 4th past Danny Wayman in 2.12. Catherine Harris next after that, then it's Finn Sargent in 5.26. Matt Newson is 16 after that, then it's Tom Holcroft and Josh Spires. Carl Hawkins next. Gray, Burt, Kitson, Ryan, Wilkinson, Rogers in 5.69 is how we see them as Paul Carter. The next one to the centre in 300. But the top 3 storming away at the front of this one. It's still Callum Thornton in 3.68 your leader. And it'll be 5 next time, please, Mr. Starter. It'll be 5 next time. Round they come then for the 5-lap board. Callum Thornton in 3.68 leads. Second is Lee Fairhurst. Third is Tom Harris. Frankie Wayman Jr. 4th. Danny Wayman is 5th. Here comes the bumper from Finn Sargent in 5.26 though. Catherine Harris and Matt Newson still next behind them as Sargent on the inside of Wayman. And the change for second now as Tom Harris makes a way past Lee Fairhurst in 2.17. Down the back straight they go. And into turns 3 and 4, the back marking traffic approaching for Callum Thornton as we go with 3 laps to go. Freddie Rogers hooked up with Richard Burt there as the leader try and makes away past Jansen Wilkinson, rides the wall out of turn number 2, and Thornton making it through with no problem so far. Tom Harris still second, third is Lee Fairhurst in 217. Frankie Wayman Jr. 4th, 5th is Finn Sargent in 526. And down the back straight for the penultimate time for Callum Thornton in 368. And round on turn number 4 to come home for the last lap board this time. What couple of back markers separating himself from Tom Harris now. So it looks like it's going to be easy sailing now for Callum Thornton as they come in to the final corner. It's another final win at Skegness this season for Callum Thornton in 368. He takes the Colin North Memorial Final. Second is Tom Harris, third for Lee Fairhurst, fourth is Frankie Wayman Jr., fifth for Finn Sargent in 526. The rest of them making their way home for the final places on tonight's Formula 1 Stock Car Grand Final. That's the all Mr. Starter. We can go Reds on that one, please. And your race winner is at 368, Callum Thornton.